stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Washington football team. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Johnson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He'll air this out deep. It got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
The 18-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 2, Smith. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And a Washington first down.
On first down, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Gibson. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, here's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And it's 3-0 Washington.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pick.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Titans nothing.
A first down carry for Henry. into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 30 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Washington on third down.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. An 80-yard touchdown.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tick.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 15.
Back to throw, Smith. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help. and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 49-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Henry.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
5-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Let's put that team on the bus. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Slam, slam, slam.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
The extra point.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes this Washington 16. Titans 14. Stephen Gostkowski sets the kickoff.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On second down now, it's Gibson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll fake it. Now Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Got an open man. It's Harmon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10, Smith again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good.
Good.
And that will push the lead up to 5.
19.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And here's Tannehill to keep it. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this is going to be incomplete.
Pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
They snap it to Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Smith on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And they give this time to the tailback. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Tannehill.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And his throw here's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Tannehill throwing again. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 30.
I need to get my swag right there.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
This Washington 29, Titans 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown.
Tannehill.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
56 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
56 to Mike.
Tannehill now to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Titan.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Derrick Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tannehill on 3rd down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Derrick Henry.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And he will score. score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
The tackle by
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st down, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
And 2 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. Flushed out right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, at 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight.
Display. Great job.